All right, and we are live, maybe, possibly. I think we are.
Yep, live.
Oh, good. It's just not showing up on my, like I'm showing in StreamYard that we're live, but I'm not showing. Oh, here we go.
Mine says 6 minutes and 25 seconds.
Interesting.
Does that mean we've been live the whole time?
No, we haven't. No, I swear
Okay,
we
good.
haven't. Mine shows that we've been live for 23 seconds.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I hope not.
So let's see. Oh, and you know what I always forget? This is the part that I always forget to do is I post in the morning like, oh, I'm going live today, yay. And then I forget to tell people on Instagram that we're actually live. So smile for Instagram, everybody. Oh my God, I look demonic. I'm doing that again. I look totally crazy. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, you look so cute.
Thanks.
That's much. We are live. Whoa, okay. I did an update to my Instagram app and I do not like it. It's glitchy as heck and I'm not liking this font. Okay, we are live. There we go. Dude, like nothing works. What the hell's happening? There we go. There we go. Posted. All right. And so so we are live. Looks like there are a couple people here.
Hello.
So let's
Hi.
start with introductions if you want. So for because I don't know who's watching right now, if you guys are new to my channel or not, my name is Amara Franklin. This is obviously my channel. It's super awkward doing introductions because like especially when I'm on other people's channels, I'm like, I don't know, my name's Amara, I do stuff. Here's where you can find me. But if you are watching and you're new, please hit subscribe. This is my channel. I sometimes post videos. I actually have a vlog I'm doing right now. And I am live here on Fridays from 10 to midnight. Pretty much every Friday. But we're going to be doing some fun writing sprints tonight. And I'm super happy because today it's not just me staring at a computer hoping people are there because I have two of my good friends here. So I'll let them introduce themselves. Let's start with you, Dax, because you're at the top, and then we'll go to you, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Dax Kelvin. I've been writing since I was about 15. I have 12 books on Amazon, but don't buy them yet because I'm currently editing every single one for typos.
And I did put a link though, so you can follow his page on like his author page on Amazon. So when I think he's going to be doing some changes, so you can follow him on the Amazon page, so you can be updated when those changes happen. And I happen to know someone who is a character in the second.
You are a supporting character in book 2 of the series, and then a main character in books 3 through 6.
And I kill people. Yay!
You are a professional assassin.
Yes.
And you have it's not really a mutant power, it's more like a psychic power, but I can't tell you what it is because it's actually part of the plot.
Ooh. And I've been talking for weeks in our private chat about how I think I'm a witch, but I've decided I'm not a witch, I'm actually psychic, so maybe you're a psychic and that's why you wrote that in your book.
That could very well be, or you implanted it because you're...
I did because I'm a psychic.
Yeah, there you go.
But I haven't actually killed people. If people need like any context here, like I don't actually kill people.
Yeah, we should point out this is not
life.
Literally.
Yeah. This is fiction. You Rachel?
Yes,
okay.
you kill people in the literary world, not literally.
In the world. Oh, that's a good one.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm Ray. I'm Rachel. Been writing since I was a wee one. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any books out right now. I had a bunch and then I yanked them. So I'm redoing my brand, basically. So.
And you both write very different things. So Dax, you are science fiction. I love how I'm pointing.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
It's inverted. Pointing towards his face, but I've got it.
Yeah, it is. It's opposite. It's mirrored.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So you write science fiction and you write
romance and fantasy and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's fun stuff. But like vastly different. So
yeah, very different. Rach, if you guys have been following or if you guys, have gone to any of my other live streams, she basically has like an open invitation to join a live stream anytime she wants to. She's been on my channel a few times before.
Yes.
It's always fun times. The first time we made the horrible decision to do a Wine and Write, which had a lot of wine, no writing, and you will never find that on my channel again.
That is not on the internet anymore.
That was comical.
Yeah, but I was talking to, I don't remember who, but I think Sarah, somebody, one of my friends. We were talking about it not that long ago, and she had the great idea that she said what I should do is like we can do it again, but say like the only way you will ever see this is you have to go to the live stream. And he's trying to flip his camera.
There.
Oh, you're cleaning it.
No, I had to move my cat. She was staring at me.
So we may do another Wine and Write in the future, but it would be a thing where if you don't watch it live, you're never going to see it. So if you want to see,
that's
what
probably a better idea than just,
wine.
Yeah, that's better than just leaving it on the internet until we're like, oh no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I woke up the next morning, I was like, oh God,
yeah.
no.
This is Penguin.
Henny, I love her.
Hi.
She's my god cat. She's
Yeah.
my love. I love her.
My dog is over there, but he looks so peaceful. I don't want to disturb him because then he'll just be barking the whole stream.
I'm at my sister's house, so I don't have any of my critters here. So that's why the background's different too, because I don't have someone else's house. So yeah.
So what are you guys going to be working on during the sprints?
I'm actually editing still. I will be editing chapter 24, which is a backstory for the cook.
Oh, I know which chapter that is.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
I read this book, so I know, like,
Which one are you editing? Which book?
What's that? This is Nightcap, the supernatural.
Yeah,
and I finished it last year, and then I was writing the sequel, and I had to go back to the first book to find a quote, exact quote, and then I read the quote, and then the next sentence was a typo, so I had to,
Editing's the best part.
Yeah.
I've already found like 6 typos though, so it's been worth it.
And you're doing NaNoWriMo, right, Ray?
Yeah, I am. I'm failing at it terribly. I fail every year. I never finish. I never like actually get my goals. And then I bumped up my goal from 5,000 or 50,000 that you're supposed to 80,000 this year.
Why?
So I'm like, why would I do that? Like, that's so stupid.
No, it's not stupid. It's impressive, but I could never.
Yeah, no, it's not going well. So, it's definitely. But so I'm working on. I'm writing. Actually, I was texting you guys earlier, kind of a little bit about it, but it's like a high fantasy book. I've never written a whole high fantasy. It's going to be like a trilogy. So I'm working on that. Yeah, so it's my newest project that I'm working on. So.
I don't think I could do write fantasy. I like reading it, but I just don't think it's unless I don't know. I could do I could never do the kind of fantasy that high fantasy or anything, but I could maybe write a witchy type fantasy. That'd be fun.
You could do probably urban fantasy, maybe.
Maybe. Or more magic realism, I think would be more something that I think I could do, but I don't think I could do fantasy.
It's definitely it's interesting because you have to create everything from top to bottom. You have to create, religions, worlds, all this different kind of, stuff. So that's kind of been a process.
Yeah.
Figuring out all that kind of stuff, especially since I want it to be a trilogy. So I have to have, it basically planned out before I start writing them, how it's going to end and all this stuff and the direction I want to go. So it's interesting. I don't know why I decided to do it. I'm crazy, but whatever.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Well, you also have to filter out the information book by book. You can't put everything in the first book about your universe, otherwise people get bored.
Yeah, info dumping. That's the worst. So I also don't want it to every book you read and the first one's all this information and then the next one all this.
Get off the counter.
So
sorry. Get off.
I'm I don't think any of us are on that. At first I thought that was a reference to info dumping or something. Get off the counter. I'm like, what does that mean?
I'm sorry. I'll mute it next time. I caught him in the act, and I never get to catch him in the act like that.
Bad kitties.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I have no idea. Whatever. It's fine.
So last year I wrote my pilot script for a TV series that I had come up with, and I've been pitching that through Stage 32. I've pitched it out to 2 different literary managers, And the feedback I got has been really good from both of them. But the last one had this really great idea. He was like, well, I just don't, basically said that I've got the concept really good, but that he doesn't really see it as a series because I couldn't really talk about where I didn't explain what I expected it to go past like the first episode, right? Like I have ideas for it, but I didn't really talk about that at all. So he was like, maybe write it as a feature. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. And then, but with it being NaNoWriMo, I decided I'm going to actually write it as a novel. And the idea being, one, now that I'm starting to really dig into doing it, I feel like this might be the best way to tell the story because you have so much more time. But then also, if the issue with pitching it is that I don't know where it's going, by writing it as a novel or even like considering like the series of novels, which is what I'm thinking it's going to turn into, is at least like a few different books. I can then go back and continue pitching the series and actually talk about it as a series because it really like I didn't flesh it out enough. I focused so heavily on just what I saw for those first few episodes because I was like, I don't need to come up with more. Like I just have to sell them on the concept of it because what's the point of coming up with all this work because somebody's going to buy it and then they're just going to change it all anyways. But apparently I need to come up with that work or else somebody's going to buy it.
So, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, I'm excited because I still think I may write it as a feature, but also the more I dig into it, I really don't know if I want to anymore. I think I'm just going to focus on the series that I already wrote and then just taking the ideas that I've come up with for the novel and incorporating those into my pitch and then writing it as a book series because then I have basically two different formats that I can go out into the world and either self-publish or try to get traditionally published with or something. But first I have to write the novel, and that's what I'm doing right now.
That's always it. We got to write it first. That's the step. Yeah.
That would be a necessary first step.
Yeah.
And I have 0 words.
Yeah.
But that's because I basically was so busy last month, and my life has just been insane. That I haven't been able to do I didn't have a chance to do any prep work or anything. So that's what I started doing was I actually downloaded Natalia Lee has this Preptober workbook that she comes up with every year. So I got that and I've been kind of digging into that, doing some character bios and just really working on fleshing it out. And now I'm going to start actually writing it. But the first act I feel like is going to be really easy because I already wrote it. It's basically the script that I wrote. So all I have to do is format and get into more detail on it. Right. So I'm hoping to write obviously all 50 words, but I feel like the first act is going to just breeze by because one of the struggles I had when I was writing the script was I kept wanting to go into all this detail and then I was to be like, no, I can't do that. And there was this whole other storyline kind of thing that I wanted to put into it. I was like, I just don't have time. So I had to almost remove a character and I had to remove all these pages of a whole 3 scenes I was going to put in there, and now I can put those back in.
Nice. That's cool. So you have more creative freedom, basically.
Exactly, because I'm not so constrained. The problem with writing a script, especially a TV one, is you are it has you don't have freedom to just go do whatever you want. You have to keep it really tight. You has to be between 55 to 60 pages. Or no more than 65 pages, because the idea is 1 page equals 1 minute of screen time.
Okay.
I was going to mention that. I thought that was for TV, but I don't know. It depends on the dialogue. If it goes really quick, that never really sounded right to me.
Yeah, well, and it also, it depends. That's why you can have a script that's a little bit more or, a little bit less. It just depends. Again, if you're writing for network TV, yes, it count commercial breaks, but if you're writing, expecting it to be on a premium network or Netflix or something like that, you have a little bit more freedom, but it's a guideline. It's not it has to be exactly 60 pages, but they don't want it to be over. Unless it's Gilmore Girls where there was so much dialogue, it was
oh my god, no, I can't even imagine writing that. That must have been
1 page was 20 seconds of screen time, but
yeah.
So it just kept it and made it so I didn't have a lot of that freedom that I wanted. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Nice.
So I figured we should probably start the first sprint. let's figure, like, I usually like to go for, like, do you want to go for 20 or 25 minutes or a half hour?
I don't know. 20 minutes usually always seem to work out pretty well because
That's what I
it's
like
just-
to, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's figure, let's go a little over because ending it would be, let's just say it'll end at 10:40. So that'll be like a couple minutes over 20 minutes, like 20, what is that, 22 minutes? Can I do math? Yeah, 22 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, my computer clock is off.
Is
I'm
it?
wondering. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes there.
There's usually a countdown too on the screen that Anna Mara
Yeah.
puts up. So
Oh, nice.
Amara, you mean?
yeah, that's what I said.
You're outing me on my pen name.
Yeah, sorry.
You're outing me.
No, I didn't. I just stutter, so it didn't come out right.
I forgot my name. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it was.
Okay, so I'm going to set a clock now. All right, so we'll go ahead and start the first sprint, and it will end once I get my clock figured out. Oh my god, my kid's playing with everything. Oh, okay. Oh wow, the last time I used a timer, it did say it was for 20 minutes, and it said sprint on it. Yay!
Nice, that's awesome.
Okay, so we will start. Well, let's say 22 minutes because.
I don't know why my light keeps doing that, by the way. It just keeps like dulling and going brighter. So I have no control over that. Sorry. Apologize.
Let's share my screen. All right, let's go ahead and start the sprint now, and I will see you guys back at 10:40.
All right.
All right. How did you guys do?
I wrote about 433 words.
That's amazing.
That's not great, but it's better than nothing. Yeah.
No, I think that's fantastic. How
Yeah.
did you do?
Um,
You're still muted. Well, while we're waiting for him to figure out how to unmute himself, I wrote 4 words.
Nice.
I'm amazing.
Yeah. Go for it.
I know. I love my cup. I saw this at Target the other day. It was like 90 cents.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, oh, I
Heck
guess
yeah.
I will.
Right. Is he still working? He might still be working. Let me see.
He might still be working and talking to himself, or he might still be trying to figure out how to unmute himself. But we have
Right.
some comments. We'll go through.
Okay.
Just in case, can I just say I love that so much.
Right.
Just in case, love it. Am I the soul watching? Are you streaming on Twitch or other platforms too? I'm not streaming on Twitch. I've been thinking about it though. I know a couple of people that do kind of do streams on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, or my friend Zara does just Twitch one day and YouTube another day. But I've been thinking of doing that. But today we are just streaming on YouTube, and at the time we posted this, I think you were the only one watching. But now there are a few other people here. So, and just in case, finished and sent a commissioned short early nap in the train to Copenhagen. That is awesome. Oh no. So, okay, so where are you in the world? Because clearly it's not 10:45 where you are. And Alley Cat is here. Hi, I'm so happy that you're here today. Or hi to Alley Cat. My sleeping pattern is always totally broken. I think all of our sleeping patterns. I mean, who needs a sleep? I mean,
What sleep?
what is sleep?
Yeah.
We are night owls and midnight. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Facts. That is facts.
Like I try to be a morning writer, but especially I start work at 4:45 in the morning. So if I want to write in the morning before work, I have to get up at 3:30. And I set my alarm to do that, and then I end up turning it off so many times. I end up waking up with 5 minutes to get to work. But luckily, this is my work, so like here.
Yeah,
so it's
right.
just it's even harder now working from home because it's like I don't need to actually get up and put on makeup and take a shower because I'll just roll out of bed, start work, and then during my first break at 7, I'll go take a shower or something.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I
Yeah.
love it. 79 words. That is great. Get distracted. Well, I mean, it's way better than my 4. Anything that's more than 4, you guys are killing it.
I edited 2,100 words.
That's fantastic.
But that was just reading though. I only typed in like 2 sentences.
Yeah.
Did you type in more than 4 words?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Then you're killing it. And I'm sure, Justin, that your brain works just fine.
Right. Denmark, that's cool. I've never been there.
Neither have I.
Yeah. I'd want to though.
That's one thing I love about my like late night live streams is that I get like 0 people that are, in my time zone, and I get a lot of people from other parts of the country because, it's a normal time for people to be awake and hanging out on the internet.
Right.
Yes, and it is almost midnight there. That's awesome. So I just got to start. I had to make coffee, and then I had to like get set up. And then I finally started working, and then I was like, oh, crap. I don't really know what I want to write. Like, I know, obviously, the nice thing is I can go through my script, and so I know she's supposed to wake up all hungover and confused. So now I have to try to figure out how to take this little snippet that basically says she woke up hungover and confused and write a whole scene about her waking up hungover and confused. And so I got 4 words in and was like, oh, time. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm really good at not being productive on my own productivity streams.
I usually get quite a few words in when I write with you, so that's good.
I'm so glad one of us does.
Right.
And so, Dax, did you figure out how to unmute yourself?
Yeah,
Rachel, you and I write together sometimes, but it doesn't really.
No,
Usually, there's more drinking involved, and
yeah,
there's
no,
shots.
I cannot write. I've tried with
And
Dax like a bunch of times to like go
we
write with
have.
him. There's nothing. I can't
So
do
for
it.
context, he goes and he can only write, or he says he can only write when he's out. But he doesn't even
The entire time I was writing, I was listening to the Irish background noise that you sent
Oh,
me.
like the pub noise, yeah.
The hour and a half of Irish bar music,
Yeah.
and yeah. So I was listening to that the entire time we were doing this.
No, I can't. I need
I
to be
had to.
quiet and
It's
like
too quiet. It was freaking me out. So yeah.
I listen to music, but sometimes I do like putting on, especially working from home, especially like when I first started working from home. I was so used to being like, literally like I think our building housed like 500 people or something like that. So there's always so much noise that I was like in this room and I'm like, it's so quiet.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind. So I would put on like coffee shop ambient sounds, but like there's some that have music and then there's some that's like you can actually hear people talking like really low, and I would put those on because I was trying to trick my brain into thinking that I was not alone.
Yeah. See, I need to be alone. Like I don't want any distractions. I don't want people talking to me or anything because I get so like pulled out of what I'm doing and like wrapped up in what like they're saying and stuff. So I cannot focus. I hate it. So yeah, nope. Quiet. Or music. Like music helps, but
I like music. Do you have a writing playlist that you listen to?
I do. And it's like a mixture of like just a bunch of stuff, but mostly like it's like classical and then which is like so pretentious to say, but it's true. Like
I love opera, so it's
yeah. But so like that and just, a bunch of songs. Yeah, so that's basically like I like to listen to stuff that doesn't have words in it mostly. So
that's awesome. If any of you guys in the comments have a writing playlist, or if either of you two do, you should put a link in the comments. I don't think it'll show up as like a link you can click on unless you're like an admin, but we can copy and paste it because I'm always looking to see. I like to see what other people listen to.
yeah.
I have like a huge playlist. It's actually on my channel somewhere. It's like there's so many songs, but I basically listen to like really kind of slow, I don't know, moody music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of depends on what I'm writing, like too. Like if I'm just writing, then but if I'm writing like a battle scene or something, I want to listen to like metal or something, something where like, something to get me like all amped up and stuff. So, yeah.
No, that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
So
I just listen. Well, because I usually write sad, depressing stuff. So like, I like to listen to sad, depressing music.
Makes sense.
Or like I like to listen to songs that are about like sad breakup songs or like songs about longing.
Yeah,
like that, because that's like what I usually write. But
yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I like.
Like a good ballad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, anything that Sarah Bareilles has ever put out that's not super fast, like I like all that. I don't know. I'll find the link and drop it in there, but that's the stuff that I listen to mostly. But this is my first attempt of writing something like happy, so I'm gonna have to find some happier songs.
It's like Taylor Swift now.
I do. Hold on. I've never really listened to much Taylor Swift except for when I came across the Folklore and the Evermore albums, and then I was like, I'm so like I literally have on my phone a thing. I don't know if you guys can see. How do I make it like focus on my phone?
Yeah.
Right here. I have a thing right here. So if I just tap it,
yeah,
it immediately starts playing.
That's awesome.
The album. Yeah. And I have it like in order of my favorite songs, which are The One, then Illicit Affairs, Happiness, and then my favorite, No Body, No Crime.
Yeah. Nice.
Because, I like songs about killing people, apparently.
Right. Let's see here.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and, because I need to get, okay, so hold on, there's some more comments coming in. Let's see, just in case. Please stop piano other times. I don't know who that is. Oh, okay, an Eastern Winupper singer. I should just keep reading the comments before I comment on the comments. That's awesome.
That's cool. I want to check those out.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so what is your favorite Disney song? Like, what's your favorite Disney song, just in general?
Uh,
Oh shoot.
Probably Under the Sea from Little Mermaid.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've heard it more times than I've seen the sun.
Yeah. Right. Gosh, that's a hard one.
Or anything from Bedknobs and Broomsticks,
Oh, that's good.
like the whole album.
Yeah.
For me, the entire album of Moana, the
Oh,
whole
that's a
thing.
good one. Yeah.
Like, there's not a single song, like the whole thing from beginning to end. But
Mhm.
also, it's in the new Aladdin, like the live version of Aladdin, which is like my favorite. It's like in one of my favorite movies of all time now. But there's that song "Speechless." I
Mhm.
well, I actually have I printed out the lyrics of it.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
I love that song so much, and like I loved that movie. One, because the guy that plays Aladdin, oh my god, I love him.
Mhm.
Oh, I love him so much. Oh, I love him.
Breathe, Anna.
I don't think I can, okay?
Yeah.
I don't think I can breathe right now. He is just so pretty.
Yeah.
But also, and he just looks like Aladdin. Like he
He
just
does.
looks like
They casted him really well.
oh my
Yeah.
god, and he's amazing. But then I loved like in the cartoons like version, like Jasmine, yeah, she was like kind of, she was a tough lady, but like she wasn't like her, like it was she's gonna rule the country, like and you're not gonna shut her up.
Mhm.
So that's why she's not gonna be speechless anymore. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. It is
Mhm.
so good. I think you spelled it right.
Yeah.
That is a really good song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, that's awesome. And I think it's good. Oh, that's a good song
Oh, yeah. I
too.
was gonna say, like all of the songs in Lion King, I love those ones.
Yeah, like that's another one, like the whole
Yeah.
album. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing.
That was a good one. And then I
Yeah.
like, like the one where I don't know, it was like Elton John did it or something.
Also, the whole album from Tarzan is really good too.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, yeah, that one. That one was like fire. That
Oh,
Tarzan.
yeah. The one that gets me though is I forget what it's called, but it's like the one where like the gorilla mommy like comes and she like, she finds Tarzan and is like, I'm gonna
Mhm.
be your mom now. And like she sings a song about being a mom because I am a mother, like I cry.
Yeah.
So my kids look at me like, what are you crying? Like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you? It's a cartoon. Like it's
Right.
and I'm just like going like, I will love you forever.
Right.
Go get me a cat. And they're starting like they're not quite at the age yet where they don't want anything to do with me, but like they're going to get to that point soon. Where
Mhm.
like, especially Dina, like half the day he's okay, like a third of the day he's a cat, a third of the day he's I don't know, crazy. And then at the end of the day though, he's like, I need love, which love
No.
means like kisses and hugs. And then he
Yeah.
then he thinks he's a cat again, and he rubs his face all over you like he's a
That's
cat.
cute. That's cute.
And right now they've gotten really into like pretending they're police officers, and they ran around the house for like an hour today arresting each other.
That's funny.
Jason will get so for people that don't know, I have twins. They're 7. Jason gets this like voice when he plays cop. He's just like he gets this fake voice where he's like, I'm arresting you now.
Mm.
It's so weird.
That's cute.
That is a good one. That's one
Yeah.
of my favorites.
Me too. Yeah.
They
Disney
are
movies
so good. They're so
Mhm.
good. I really like. So, how do you guys feel? Have you guys seen all of the live action ones?
Yes.
I've just seen Milan.
Oh,
That's it.
I
I
didn't
haven't
see
seen
that
that
one.
one
Actually,
yet.
I haven't seen that one yet, so I didn't see all of them. I thought I
I
saw that
haven't
one.
seen that one yet, and I feel like isn't there like 2 Cinderellas now? There was like the Cinderella I think that Disney did, and then there was like another like Amazon Cinderella
They
one.
just did one, yeah.
Did they? Oh, I mean, they've redone. That one's like one of the most commonly redone ones,
Yeah.
anyways. Like they did, like the Hillary Duff was in a version of it, like back in the '90s or early 2000s.
And wasn't there with like Chad Michael Murray or something?
Yeah. So like they've redone that one a
The
lot.
Brandy one though will always be my favorite one.
Yeah.
That one was so good. That one was really good. But I do want to see the Amazon one, or there's one on Amazon, which it
Mhm.
I feel like it kind of had the same type of thing where like where they did with Aladdin, where they were really trying to bring in like more of the female empowerment, like really strengthen these female characters a little bit more, because the older, like, especially because these are older stories that were written and done in a time where, we were just supposed to find a man. That was our only goal in life. That was our only goal in life, is just to find a man. And I was like, no.
Right.
I'm gonna go to the country. I'm gonna be a fashion designer. Like,
Right.
I really liked the Beauty and the Beast one though. I still am not super. I mean, what's her face that did that played Belle? She did good. She's just
Emma
not
Watson.
who I think.
Oh, I love her. I love her. So,
but Gaston was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I loved him so much.
Yeah. You have a parrot on your shoulder, LJ.
I know.
Dax. Sorry, God, I'm the worst about those.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just the initials.
Dax. Don't take me anywhere. Don't ever tell me like Russian secret or something, because I won't be able to keep it.
Oh my god, did you call him by the wrong name?
Yeah. Whoops.
Well, we talked about this before we started. I was like, what should we call you? So if you haven't been able to figure out Dax as a pen name, sorry, we just spilled beans there. But I think we all have pen names pretty much,
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna mess it up. I've known you for too long. I'm gonna mess it up.
Right.
So for you guys that don't know, I've never met Ray in person. But we met through Dax LJ. But I've known him since like 2007.
Something like that. I was trying to think about that earlier. I don't quite remember when.
It was a long time ago. Well, I think it was 2007, yeah, because I moved here at the end of 2008. Yeah, so it was like 2000. I met you, I think, in 2007, 2008, somewhere in there.
Mm-mm. Yeah, we met on 4th of July too. Yeah, so.
One conversation, friends forever.
Yep, exactly.
Are you sure it was that early?
What?
That you moved?
Yeah.
Because I remember we did that writing thing that one day at the bowling alley where we wrote a chapter. And I still have it, by the way. That's your introductory chapter in book 2.
Oh.
But I didn't start writing that till 2008.
So,
but it was like at the end of, I don't know.
We've known each other for a while before we did that. So, okay, so I'm trying to think. Okay, so, because I know we met, okay, because I moved here in December of 2008.
When was the Lost finale on the air? Because I was at your house, I got hammered, and then I walked to my mom's house to watch the Lost finale with her, and I was confused. Well, the show itself was kind of confusing, but I was like really.
You were lost, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So whenever the Lost series finale aired, me and Kayla were at your house just hanging out.
My house?
Yeah, or it was at Kayla's house actually.
I think we were at Kayla's house.
Yeah, it was Kayla's house.
I don't know if
you were just there.
I think I was just there. Well, because I know we met through Kayla. I think. Well, no, not really, not through Kayla, because like we went to the same like bar, and but she introduced us because you were friends with Kayla. Okay, so
we met at Boodler's or whatever it was at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's what it was called, I think, at the time. And I remember we met through okay, so because I met Kayla, I remember the day that I met Kayla. That's because they closed on the bar. And I went with somebody to the Christmas party thing that they had, and you might have been there too, maybe. Or that was the first time I ever met Kayla.
I would have made up an excuse not to go to something like that.
Stuff like that.
And that was the first time I ever met Kayla, and then that was also like, oh, okay, here's this person I met her once, and now she will be my friend forever. And we were roommates for like a very small amount of time. Like I think we were roommates for like 6 months or something. But then I think I met you right after that because I remember it was like winter, so it had to be like December of 2007 or like early 2008, and then I moved away at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But we're also talking about this is 2021, so are we really going to be that great at remembering exactly when things happened?
Oh my god, that was so long ago now. That's crazy to think about. Yeah.
I was a baby.
Yeah.
22.
Right.
And you think I was crazy now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go get some comments. Let's see. Back to Disney.
Mhm.
Oh, I never saw the Lion King remake either.
Oh, it's cute.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't quite understand the purpose of it, though, because they're animals.
Right. Well, it's just, CGI versus cartoons. So,
Like, what's the point? Like, I just don't see the point of that one.
yeah. Because people will watch it and they know it.
Yeah.
Plus, if it was based in real life, the lion would have actually eaten Timon and Pumbaa. Like in real life, they wouldn't be friends. They would
They
be
would not
food.
be friends. They won't
They
be
would be
singing and eating
they would be
worms.
consumed quite quickly.
Right.
Right. That's a very good point, Justin. I like that.
Yes.
Go to sleep. Thanks for
All right.
hanging out. Thank you
Have a
so
good
much.
night.
I'm glad that you were here. Make sure to, if you're still here, unless you left already, subscribe because that helps me out, and then when we go live again. Oh, you too. It was so good to see you again, Alley Cat. And I will see you hopefully next week. Okay, so let's go ahead and start another sprint. And that way, because I need to get, my goal was to write 3,890 words today. And I have now 4.
You're almost there.
So close, you guys. Oh, I'm going to make it.
3,886 to go.
Yeah.
That was some really quick math. Okay, by the way, before we start.
Yeah, he's
okay,
like ridiculously smart. It's so annoying.
I was scrolling through Instagram earlier today, and this weird thing popped up. I think it was actually Britney Spears posted it or something. It was like this video of like Japanese multiplication, and it was how they like draw these lines and dots and do it.
Oh,
And I was
yeah,
like,
I've seen
this
that.
looks like the easiest way to do it. So then I started making up a
Yeah.
bunch of things and trying to figure it out, and I couldn't. I spent probably like 30 minutes that I should have been working on my book trying to figure out Japanese multiplication.
Yeah. It sounds hard.
Oh, thank you so much, Justin. And
We'll see you
yes, I
next
hopefully
time,
I will
Justin.
see you next week. Sleep
Yeah.
well, and yeah, and thank you for showing up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another sprint.
All right.
I got so prepared earlier. I was like, yes, we're gonna do great. I'm gonna be like on the schedule, and I'm not gonna get sidetracked and talk too much. So I started putting in all the sprint tracker thing, like sprint little banners, and I have to change all the times because.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So we'll just end this one at, let's just say 11:25.
All right.
I gotta queue up my Irish bar again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually put on my playlist this time.
I will too. Maybe double my words.
Oh, the timer. All right, and I will see you guys back at 11:25.
All right.
Okay, how'd you guys do?
Not as good that time. I did 3-6 that round.
That's awesome.
I
Okay.
keep getting distracted.
So I got more than 4.
Nice.
I got 198. I also got a little distracted too. Plus, like when you're starting out, 'cause this is like the first words that I've written. So the starting out is always so rough. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard. Even though I have a guideline, obviously, or like a guide of what I wanted to be writing because I already wrote it. But I mean, trying to take that tiny little snippet and expand on it was not as easy. In my mind, this was going to be a lot easier than I think it's actually going to be.
Yeah.
And how did you do?
I did 2,400 words this time.
Nice.
Oh yeah, because you read.
I'm
them,
just
or you
reading.
wrote
I
them?
added like one paragraph. That was it.
That's good though. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I found another typo.
Nice.
That's good.
Editing sucks. I hate editing. Everybody's I like writing the first draft. That's my favorite. Writing the second draft sucks, but I like the end of the second draft versus the first draft more. But
I've never finished a first draft of like a full novel,
really?
but I did not. I mean, I didn't mind editing what I've edited of my scripts because I just tweaked a lot of it. I didn't really, but again, it's just dialogue,
Yeah.
which is not my favorite and not my strong suit. So why did I think I can write like screenwriting, which is like 90% dialogue?
Right.
But that's one thing. Like I'm not that great with dialogue, but I'm liking where this is going so far. I'm basically just trying to just grab a hangover.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, we've all had those, so we know what that feels like.
Exactly. Like she just wakes up and she's just like, "Where the hell am I? How did I get here? Should I be scared? Okay. Like, why do I feel like death? Oh yeah." And then like slowly piecing things together.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna like writing this as a novel once I get like more into it, more comfortable with the writing. And as I started going, nice.
Have
Also, I
you?
was really enjoying like this sounds so silly, but I was really enjoying like watching myself write because I haven't had my nails done in a really long time, but I got them
Those are
done.
cute. Nice.
I like them. They're supposed to be like a leaf.
So
Like
mine are
a leaf.
right now. They're color changing. Hold on, let me get them cold.
They're color changing.
Yes. Hold on, I need to get them cold. Let me pause real fast. I'll run them under cold water. I'll show you.
Mine are just burnt leaves,
Oh, I like
like
those.
a burnt leaf mat.
I think actually yours and well, every color of mine. Where's my camera? Is a different color.
Yeah,
So I think they're very similar.
those are kind of the same.
Yeah, very similar. Well, I saw a picture on Instagram that was like, or like I just googled like I don't know, I don't remember what I looked at, but I wanted something. And I saw one that was like this, where like every one was a different color. And so when I went in there, I was like, well, I kind of want to be like a leaf, like the different colors of a leaf.
So this is if it's cold. So they're black if they're cold, and then they're like clear and sparkly if they're warm. So
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
so
That'd be really cool if they could come up with like mood polish, like a mood ring.
that's kind of like what it's like in a sense. It's like it only changes 2 colors, but it's still like super fun because they're always constantly changing. So
I wonder if they could do like how do mood rings even really work truly? But like, to tell you what your mood is. But that would be really cool if you could come up with like a mood polish. Somebody needs to invent that.
right, that'd be
Give me
cool.
lots of money because this will be my proof that I came up with that idea.
Right. Heck yeah.
Well, like, okay, so those like little tile things that I think are what they're called, where you like put them on your stuff to help you lose it. I came up with that. Okay, I came up with that all the way back when I lived in Gardnerville in my old duplex because I lose stuff all the time and I lived alone, and so I couldn't even ask. Like right now, like if I lose something, I can ask the kids, "Hey, do you know where this is?" Or I can ask Justin, like, "Hey, do you know where this is?" And they can help me find it. But when you live alone, nobody can help you find anything. So when you're me with my ADHD brain just forgetting everything, I have nobody to help me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you need to have this thing that I can just like put on my keys or my phone or my lipstick, and I can just like a pager.
Right. Find it. That's totally, yeah.
Because like smartphones were barely even like a thing back in those days.
I still remember where your camera is. I don't know if you've moved it since.
And the plants.
Yeah,
Yes,
for
I
the
like to
plants,
keep
yeah.
things in the plant. Yes. I like to keep things in the plant. Or sometimes, like, if I remember, I'll, like, try to put a note or I've taken pictures of it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I found the best way to take notes on, like, reading a book. Like, so I'm not somebody that can annotate inside my books, but I want to. Like, I don't write in my books, but I'm also, like, I can't do the tabs. I tried doing tabs once my kids ripped them all out. But I started taking pictures when I'm, like, if I'm listening to an audiobook, I can't really do it as much. But, like, if I'm reading physically a book, I'll take a picture of it.
Oh,
But
nice.
what I've been doing is I do it on Instagram and then like a story, but I don't actually post it so I can like type out and make it look all pretty. And then I save them in my camera roll.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So it's like my own little thing. I like doing that.
That's how I read books at work sometimes. I'll just take the book and take pictures of each page, and then I can just hide out in the bathroom for like a half hour, and all you need is your phone, and you have your book.
Oh, wow. I just have it on Kindle usually. I'll buy 2 copies because I'm a freak. So I'll have like,
yeah, I guess that would work better, wouldn't it?
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's like a book that I've been like a series that I've been reading. I was texting you guys about it, but it got released and like my physical copy wouldn't come for like 3 days after the release. But like all my friends online and stuff are already like reading it and talking about it. So I was like, oh my God, I had to buy the Kindle version. So
What book was
Get
that?
off the curtain. I'll be right back.
It's cats on the curtain. That's awesome.
no, bad kitties. What was, oh my God, I forgot what it was called. I just had a total like meltdown. Hold on, it's on my Goodreads. Shadow in the Ember. So it's like the
Which one?
Shadow in the Ember. It's the from Blood and Ash series because I'm
I
like,
haven't read any of those, but they're all on my
trash.
Amazon wish list because
Yeah.
I want them.
They're so good. Oh my God. But they're like, I mean, they're trash. Like they're no like, you know, great literary, you know, masterpiece, but they're so entertaining and so good. So
That's good though.
yeah.
What am I reading right now? I'm reading The X-Hex, which
I've seen a lot about
I
that.
think the book cover is somewhere downstairs. I started reading this one like when it came from Book of the Month. I got it towards the end of the month. So I started reading that one. And then because I have a bunch of cleaning to do, I started listening to the audiobooks. So I'm just kind of switching back and forth. And it's really cute. I have, because I found it on, I just did this with somebody the other day on their live stream. I think we figured out that I've been saying it wrong. I think it is Scribd. I'm on chapter 9 of 37, but it says I have 5 hours and 40 minutes left, but I'm reading it on 2 times speed. So I have like 2.5 hours left.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then I think when I'm done with that, I'm either going to, because I'd already started reading, what did I start reading? Which one did I start reading? I can't find it anymore. I don't know, a book. Was it? Oh, Survive the Night was the one I started reading before, and then I put it down because I got busy, and then I started reading the XX. So I'm either going to finish that one, or I think I'm going to start If We Were Villains, because in September I got the idea that I was going to read a bunch of Dark Academia, and then I got busy and didn't do it. And in December I only read Christmas books.
Oh, really?
Well, I did that. I didn't do it last year, but I did do that last year or the year before.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 years are all 1 year. That's been insane.
I know, right?
I try to mostly just read Christmas books in December because like fun little like cute little Christmas romances.
Yeah, I've actually never read a Christmas book. Like I totally want to though.
It was fun, and I did. I listened to most of it on audiobook. Yeah, so it would have been 2 years ago because I remember I was doing that in when I worked at the call center too. So I'm going to try to get through my Dark Academia list while doing NaNoWriMo. So audiobooks are going to definitely be my friend, which I put in, like, I tagged it on Instagram. I posted a question of like, oh, what's good Dark Academia? And I tagged Alexandra Rosalind because she like reads a lot of that. And she actually commented back and recommended this book. And then listened to it on audiobook because it's about like Shakespeare. And if you listen to it, or like a school that like does like Shakespeare plays, and it's like a mystery where somebody dies or whatever, and you have to figure out like who actually killed them. But if you listen to it on audiobook, there's actually like they actually act out some of the Shakespeare stuff. So this one I'll definitely do. I spilled a bunch. I spilled coffee on it, so it's not that pretty. And then a Truly Devious.
Hmm.
I'm not going to get to all these books this month, but the goal is to write an entire novel and read all of these books.
Right. Yeah, that'll
And
nice. Oh, I've
pretty
never read that one, but I've heard a lot about it.
I
So
love this cover. Well, this one and Truly Devious, I'm supposed to buddy read with Kirsty, which you've met Kirsty on. Oh wait, don't we have a little group? Yeah.
yeah, that's her. Yeah. We have a good
I was
chat
like,
with
I feel like you've talked to her on here, but then I feel like we have another little group chat on Facebook, which I need to talk to her because I've been so busy. I haven't talked to her in like a few days.
Yeah.
So the goal is to read all those books and write a whole book.
You can do it.
And work and be a wife and mother.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read all these books.
No.
But
There's not
I
enough hours.
don't know. I speed up my books at 2 times speed. So if it says it takes 4 hours, it takes me 2.
Yeah. See, I need to do that. I read or I listen to mine at like 1.25, so it's like sped up a little bit, which helps, but I definitely could go faster. Like I'm listening to this one right now that a friend of mine got me, and it's like a high sci-fi thing. So that's not really like what I usually read because I just read garbage most of the time. So I'm like listening to it on audio, and it's like 20 hours long, and I'm just like, oh my god, like it's definitely it's quite a journey.
I feel like once you start speeding it up, you get so used to it that then you're like, can I go a little faster? Can I go a little faster? Because I think I did that. I think I used to start at like 1.25, then 1.5. Now I can listen. I listen to most of my books between like 1.5 and 2.
Yeah. Okay.
But I also talk really, really fast. So my theory is that my brain has to consume it in the speed in which I
I talk really fast, and I also read really fast too, though. That's the thing. Like, so it's just different listening to it. But like when I read, like if I tried to read like and listen to an audiobook at the same time, like there's no way I'd read faster than they're talking. So it would just drive me crazy.
Yeah. I don't read that fast, like when I'm actually reading it.
Yeah.
But it is kind of fun to speed it up and then to read like the physical book while you're listening to it. I've done that a little bit. I did that with the Night Swim, and that was pretty good. And then I also did that when I was reading one of Sarah Sutton's books. I don't know, because I've never done that too much, but I like that. Alrighty, so I think we can squeeze in one last sprint.
Sounds good.
I definitely am not gonna get to my 3,890 words today.
That's all right. I'm not getting my 5,000 or whatever I'm supposed to do. So.
Did you say you wanted to write 10,000 today?
5,000. I'm
supposed
to write 5,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I originally put 5,000, but then I was like, okay, so I just wanted to see. I want to end the week at the Nanowrimo word count, but
there's no way.
Because I do like sleep. Although I did order a energy drink from 7-Eleven. Let's see if my stuff is here yet.
Yeah.
Instead of going there, it says it's on its way.
You can like DoorDash that kind of stuff?
Yeah. 7-Eleven even has like a website, 7now.com. And you can order your stuff from 7-Eleven to get delivered to your house.
I don't think ours does that. Does it, Dax?
I don't think so, but I'm 2 blocks away from 7-Eleven, so it's like I would just go and get it.
We live like 10 houses away from each other. Like,
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So you actually probably live on the same street I used to live on then.
Which one, Dax?
Well, no, I know he does. So if
no, she does not.
Yeah, I live like 2 streets away, but it's
2 streets away. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean it's small streets. So
yeah. Because I used to live on the same street, but it's the long street, and so I think you were like over here, and I was like all the way over here on the other.
And also like horseshoes too, like
yeah. Oh, yeah. I was
I'm still in the same place.
That's nice. It's been a long time. It was many moons ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ordered some sodas for Justin. We got some flaming hot Cheetos coming, so I'm very excited. I think he thinks that he's gonna get some of those. He's not. He asked for them, but he's gonna get like a handful, and then I'm going to eat them all with my my pina colada flavored Bang energy drink. That's my new
Nice.
favorite one. I used to like the unicorn one.
Sounds
Unicorn
like
something or other, but
sugary sweetness.
but now I'm all about the pina colada one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and I think we can get in one last sprint and then I'm
Call it.
gonna write 3,000 words in the next 20 minutes.
You got it. You can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, how'd you guys do?
Okay, so my total for the night is 1280. So
That's incredible.
yeah, not bad.
Mine were close. Mine, but I'm still proud of myself because I'm starting to like get into it. This was better than the first two. So my total for the whole night is 447.
Nice,
So,
that's awesome.
not the 3,890 I wanted, but it's a
Hey, it's
start.
better than nothing.
And my first one was 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got from 4 to what was it? Like
1 something.
180 something, yeah. And then 244 or something. So yay.
Nice.
Mine doesn't count because it's editing.
It still counts. It's
So
still
what
creative.
did you edit?
3,100 just now.
Nice.
Fantastic.
That's like 7,100 total.
Nice. That's awesome.
That is good.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my works. I just updated my progress for the first time on the Nanowrimo website. So I exist.
Right?
I exist
Did I
now.
say 1280?
There we go. So yes. And I like it. And I actually finished the like first prologue kind of, scene that I was writing. So I finished that. So now I can really get into the first scene. So it's just kind of funny, like the first part just says like Rebecca, like on the script, stumbles out of an unrun bedroom wearing a man's t-shirt and hangs down, just describes her walking out and how crabby she looks, and then like what she says. And then like I've changed the scene a little bit, but it's basically the same thing, but it went from this is like, maybe 50 or 60 words or 100 words or something to 447 words in the next scene. And then it's not great, but it's not
It's a start, yeah.
It's a start. That's what editing is for, right?
Exactly.
But I'm excited too because it'll be fun to be able to, because the one thing that, and I was, explaining to my husband earlier, that I feel like what I did wrong when I wrote the script that I almost think that I would want to go back and redo is that I tried to put almost too much into it. Like I feel like I should have spent more time just really fleshing out her as like the reality star kind of thing and like that whole life, and then end it on like the inciting incident and then have her going, or like her going to like the town that everything's going to take place in. I think you can tell I'm getting really tired. Instead of like it all happening like in the same episode, and trying to give it like equal time. So I think that's something that I might end up. I feel like when I'm done with this, I'm probably going to end up going back through and rewriting the script too. And changing it. But I'm excited to like really dig into that like reality show world. So I spent today. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos because I don't watch a lot of like. I watch the Bachelor shows, but I don't watch a lot of like Real Housewives or something like that. So I started watching these videos that are like the different rules and stuff that they have, and like things about like the inner workings of filming those types of shows, and it's really interesting. Like there's actually a rule in their contract that they're not allowed to sue each other.
What?
Yeah, like that's crazy.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
They fight all the time, and like they talk so much crap, or like they can say like this, that, or the other about the other person, and so they can't sue one another.
But yeah, because like normally that'd be like slander and stuff like that, or defamation, character, all that kind of crap,
And I watched a thing that was basically like, but I don't think that has to do like, so if I was on one show and you were on another show, even though they're both Real Housewives, we're not on the same show. So if you did something and like slandered me, I could sue you because that actually happened, and somebody had to pay like $100,000 or something in like fees. So I think I could sue you as long as we're not on the same show. But if we're on the same show, we can't sue each other.
Yeah.
Which is a weird rule, and I wonder like what they expect to happen. But like, and they have to create their own drama because they have to like fight for screen time, and if they don't get enough screen time, then they won't be asked back.
Oh dang, that sounds awful.
Yeah. So it's been really interesting because I can like really dig into that side of things. But I tried watching them and I can't get more. I don't mind watching The Bachelor. I love those shows, but I can't get into like more than 20 minutes of one of these shows, and I'm just like I'm out. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not really into the reality stuff. Kinda.
No, especially not a bunch of privileged
Right.
women
White
complaining
women.
about
It's like,
rich women life. Like
yeah.
screw you. I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And
Yeah,
writing
it was
slash
quite
editing.
productive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you didn't have to go out to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It did kill my phone battery listening to that Irish bar, though.
I know.
I drank a whole thing of coffee, but my energy drink just got here, so
Yeah, nice.
I'm either gonna drink it now and clean my house, or I'm gonna go to sleep.
Should go to sleep.
Tomorrow.
Always about like I always am opting for sleep.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. I know that there are a couple people still hanging out in the background somewhere. So thank you for watching. If you have not, make sure that you give this a little like and subscribe. I will be doing another live stream next week. I'm trying to think I might start doing them a little earlier so we have a little more time too. But again, you guys both have an open invitation to join the live streams anytime you want to. So it was a lot of fun. And make sure you follow. I put links to follow Dax's Amazon page because he does not have an Instagram or anything. And Rachel's Instagram is down below as well. So thank you guys so much and have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.